It's a true McDonald's horror short story. Let's jump on it. I mean, party. I'm not doing Scrubble Eyes again, but welcome to the game.
This happened to me when I was working at McDonald's. My boss assigned a schedule amongst our staff. I was unfortunately scheduled for the night shift on Fridays. I didn't usually mind, as we didn't get a whole lot of business around this time of night. My boss was pretty laid back and didn't mind if I went on my phone during business hours, so long as I got all my work done. I remember dozing off repeatedly due to the fact that I wasn't fully acclimated with the night shift hours.
Son.
Psst. That's when I heard someone making a psst sound. The kind of sound you make when you try to draw someone's attention.
No shit.
I noticed a customer trying to make an order outside, so I quickly greet them with my usual, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?" I then heard a man say, "One Whopper, please."
Yeah, hell no, that's the Joker.
Like one Whopper, please. I couldn't tell if he was being a smartass or not, so I ended up saying, "This isn't Burger King, sir. We don't serve that here."
Son, why you gotta say Burger King? Just say, I don't know, bro. This is why I don't work at nighttime. I would rather work at
chuckling
daytime.
profusely after I said that. I quickly checked the security camera, only to see a clown. The clown was standing in front of the drive-thru menu without a car.
Yo.
It's not Halloween. Why the hell is this guy dressed up like that? I really didn't want to serve this guy, so I decided to use our company policy as a plausible excuse for him to exit the premises. "Hi, sir. Unfortunately, you need to be in a vehicle in order to purchase something here." "If you don't have a Whopper, I'll take a Baconator instead." I now could tell this guy was some random psycho harassing me.
Bro, box him, bro. He's a human, bro. Put your paws up. Box his ass. He's a human being. Like, what?
I instinctively yelled, "Get the hell out of here before I call the cops!"
Son.
I cautiously stick my head out the window, only to see the clown no longer there.
That's
a couple hours later, near the end of my shift, I notify my boss and fellow employees regarding the situation. They all dismiss my accusations by saying ignorant things like, "Did you get his autograph?"
What the
Or, "It was probably some guy that thought it was Halloween." I annoyingly
Autograph?
amused and head home. The following Friday, it was my time to work the night shift again. I really dreaded working this shift, especially after what transpired that day. I tried to convince myself that it would be highly unlikely that I'd encounter that clown again. As time went on, I remember dozing off as I get startled by another psst sound.
Bro, just quit your
I
job.
urgently check the security camera, but don't see anyone present. At this point, I genuinely thought I was hearing things due to my subconscious mind thinking about the clown. My paranoia must have been at the peak of its height. That's when I turned my head towards the drive-thru window, only to see the clown.
My God, relax, bro. You box his ass. That's a human being.
Clown staring dead at me. "If you don't make me a Big Mac, I will kill you."
Bro, box him.
"Trevor." My heart sank to my stomach. The clown knew my name. I immediately grabbed my cell phone to call the cops, but my hands were trembling so much that
Like, bro, why are you so panicking, bro? Relax, bro. Son, relax. Box his head. Makes no sense. Box his booty meat.
actually wasn't capable of dialing anything.
Bro, relax.
The clown started banging his head on the glass while screaming my name, Trevor, repeatedly. "Trevor, Trevor, Trevor, I am not loving it!"
Bro, grab him.
Trevor! I see blood dripping down from his head.
Ketchup.
I started shouting from the top of my lungs, "Leave me alone or I will call the cops!" The clown runs away as another car approaches the drive-thru lot. I stupidly resume work and wait for my boss to come in.
Bro, quit.
Upon his arrival, I explain the entire situation to him. He then dismisses me by saying, "Don't sweat it, kid. It was probably some drunk. You can go home now."
Wait, I just realized something. Is that supposed to be the boss, the clown? Is the boss the clown? Yo, look at his forehead. Wait, nah.
As he was talking,
Bro,
I noticed a cut.
it's
on
the
his forehead.
boss.
I could even see blood start to drip from it. No. It can't be.
So how you can...
Goodbye, Trevor. No!
Horror short party. How y'all doing today? This is so comfortable. Let me stop.
It was the beginning of summer. I decided to go to my local amusement park. My town opens the amusement park only during the summertime. I would usually spend, most of my summers indoors, watching YouTube, playing video games, basically living with my introverted tendencies. I was never the type to be outgoing, but decided to make friends at the fair this year.
Just touch some grass.
Or at least attempt to. It was around the evening time, and I remember taking the bus alone. I finally arrived and remember seeing how high the rides were. Every time I look at a roller coaster or Ferris wheel, I always think of the movie Final Destination.
Bro.
Where the freak accidents occur. I'm personally afraid.
I'll be honest with you, but I might actually blur that part. So yeah,
heights, so I would always avoid going on the tall rides. As the night went on, I played a few carnival games, but would always come out empty-handed. Maybe I just sucked at the monotonous fair games and was better off playing video games at home.
Dude, you don't go outside.
At least it's something I'm better at, but decided to test my luck. After all the unsuccessful attempts at winning my prizes, there was one game that caught my attention.
What was it?
It was an old, dusty-looking machine isolated at the end of the park.
Yeah, get out.
It looked like one of those fortune-teller machines that you would see in the arcades. The game didn't draw much attention from the people at the fair, so I decided to check it out myself. It was called Psychic Clown.
Bro, why would you...
It had a creepy-looking clown inside.
So you're telling something, you see something, oh my god, let me go touch it. No, how about you box it with your leg? Got me messed up. I would eat someone boot.
Sort of looked a bit too real for my liking, honestly. I also noticed the game cost $1 per try, so I put whatever spare change I had into the slot. I then pressed the go button, and the clown began talking.
Oh, hell no, bro.
It said, ask me a yes or no question to uncover the truth, and then press the go button. So, I asked the clown, will I get a girlfriend by the end of the year?
Hell no.
I hit the go button, and the clown began moving.
Hey, what you think it is?
It started disturbingly laughing, and then eventually said the word,
no.
I
knew it.
I thought to myself, this can't be accurate.
Yes.
It's just a fair game.
That's a person.
But the sad reality was that the clown was probably right. I decided to ask the clown more personal questions this time.
Is he stupid, bro?
I dropped more change in the slot and asked him, are my parents divorced? My parents have been divorced for 10 years now.
10 years?
I pressed go, and the clown began doing its disturbing laugh again, eventually saying the word yes. At this point, I was really creeped out and contemplated if it was just a fluke, or if this psychic clown game was for real.
Bro, he will blink. That's a person.
I reached for more change and realized that I only had $2 left, which was supposed to be my bus fare.
Bro, go home.
I planned on calling my mom to come pick me up, so I decided to use my last $2 on the psychic clown.
You so stupid.
Oh, now. I put the first $1 in and was ready to ask it a question, but the game didn't work this time.
Oh, dummy.
I gave it a few light taps and the clown began to laugh again. But this time, it seemed like the clown was malfunctioning. It began laughing uncontrollably and started jerking its body back and forth just vigorously. The movements were so vigorous to the point where the clown started banging his head on the glass, causing it to crack. This caused me to have a fight or flight reaction while others laughed at me. I found the whole ordeal pretty disturbing to say the least. I assumed it was some sort of glitch, so I decided to use my last $1 on one more.
I would jump inside, grab him, bro, go home. What's wrong with you? Like, why?
Question. The last question I asked to the clown is, will my mom pick me up from the fair tonight?
No, what?
Again, the clown begins to do its creepy laugh. And then it says the word,
no.
No.
I knew it.
The next part of this story is what sends chills down my spine. My mom calls me right after the clown says, no. I pick up the phone and my mom asks me if I'm on my way home. I ask her if she can pick me up, and she says, yes, I will. The call abruptly cuts off.
Oh.
I figured my phone had poor signal, so I didn't bother calling her back. I assumed that she was on her way to pick me up. At this point, I realized that the clown's revelation was wrong. My mom was on her way to pick me up. I head to the exit of the fair to wait for my mom to arrive. A few minutes then turned to an hour. I dial my mom's number again, and I try calling her back, but the call went straight to voicemail.
Bro,
I repeat this 10 more times as I leave her a text message saying, where are you? But I didn't get a response. I then called my stepdad. He answered the phone and asked if I'm headed home. I tell him I've been trying to get a hold of my mom for the past 2 hours. I can hear sheer panic in my stepdad's voice as he tells me he will get my cousin to come pick me up instead. An hour later, my cousin finally arrives to pick me up. He had a look of distraught in his face like he had just been through hell. I ask him if he knows where my mom is and why my stepdad didn't come for the ride. What he said next turned my stomach into a million knots. He tells me that he dropped my stepdad off at the hospital because my mom got into a car crash. I panicked and told my cousin to immediately drive to the hospital. Upon arrival, I find out from the doctors that my mom was pronounced dead from her injuries. It's been a year since my mom's passing, and I always contemplate whether I was the reason for her death, calling and texting her while she was driving. My other theory is it might have had something to do with that psychic clown. A part of me thinks that the psychic clown played a part in my mom's death, but I will never know for sure.
Bro, you don't... Yeah, hell. Omegle chat horror story.
This story happened to me a couple years ago. It happened on a Saturday night. I was typing out a school report for my English class and was pretty worn out from the tedious amount of thinking that transpired throughout the paper. I decided to take a break and procrastinate a little bit, maybe watch a couple of YouTube videos. I needed to take some stress off my mind, but didn't really have anyone to vent or talk to. This gave me the idea to visit a chat room called Omegle.
Well, that's
For those of you who don't know what Omegle is, it's a chat room where
which is shut down. We got a monkey app now.
You can literally video chat with random strangers online through your computer webcam. Needless to say, Omegle definitely helped with my social skills growing up as a child, so I was always active on it.
Bro,
I remember this one particular night. I was having trouble meeting new people. This left me a little frustrated, to say the least, but that's the kind of thing to expect when you're on these kind of chat sites. That's when I stumbled upon this one guy. He looked to be around the same age group as myself, and seemed like a pretty harmless individual. I decided to say hi. He didn't say anything back, he just typed the word hi in the chat box. I found it kind of weird that he would go through the effort of typing out hi as opposed to just saying hi verbally. He then waved at me and began typing something else. He introduced himself in the chat box saying, "My name is Daniel, what's your name?" I verbally said, "My name is James, how are you?" He then stares at the camera and doesn't say a word to me, completely dismissing the fact that I just asked him a question. At this point, I was convinced that this had to be some sort of pre-recorded video and that someone was just trolling me. That's when he began typing in the chat box again saying, "I'm deaf, please type in the chat box unless you know sign language." I honestly felt stupid and immediately typed, "No worries, my name is James," and gave a quick thumbs up as an act of kind gesture. He immediately typed back saying, "Nice to meet you, James," and gave me a thumbs up as well.
I don't like this.
He then typed something else that left me dumbfounded. He said, "I will use my whiteboard to chat with you going forward because my hands will be occupied." I was confused by what he meant by that, so I typed, "What do you mean by your hands being occupied?" He then starts writing on a whiteboard and raises it up on the screen, which read, "Want to play a game?"
Get the fuck up.
I typed, "Sure."
No, skip his ass, shut down and leave. What's wrong with you?
What game do you want to play? What he did next is something I will never forget to this day. He held a revolver up with one hand and the whiteboard up with the other hand, saying, "Let's play Russian roulette."
You stupid.
I was honestly quite creeped out by this guy and was contemplating on clicking the stop option to skip this weirdo. That's when he wrote another message on the whiteboard saying, 1 of 6. I was confused by what 1 of 6 meant. He then took the revolver, slipped 1 bullet inside the cylinder, and began spinning it with his other hand.
Bro,
I now knew what he meant by 1 of 6. It seemed like the guy was about to demonstrate an act of Russian roulette with 1 bullet in the cylinder of 6. He then puts the revolver against his head.
It's fake.
I began typing. What are you doing? Please stop this. The guy then smiles disturbingly on the camera and pulls the trigger. Nothing happened. He starts laughing hysterically like a psycho. I was honestly disturbed, but also skeptical that the gun was real, so I typed, "Is that even real?" He then points the revolver at the wall and begins to repeatedly press the trigger until the shot was fired. I was
that scared me, bro.
Completely blown away by what I was seeing and typed, "Dude, you could have died!" That's when the guy raised the whiteboard to the screen again, showing the message, 5 of 6.
Oh my god, you crazy, bro.
I frantically started typing, "Don't do it," repeatedly in the chat box, desperately trying to get his attention. He then began loading the revolver with 5 bullets while I gestured no by waving my hands back and forth like a lunatic. I knew the odds of him surviving this time were slim to none. He then raises the revolver against his head once.
He's like this, chat. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
And begins to disturbingly smile, with tears running down his face. He began mumbling the words, "It was nice meeting you, James." I immediately slammed my laptop shut as I hear a gunshot a split second before the laptop was fully closed.
Bro,
I was left baffled on my computer desk. I hadn't a clue what to do. I stupidly opened my laptop up with my eyes closed.
Yeah,
I pressed my hand against the screen where the video chat was located. I opened my eyes, and through the cracks of my fingers, I can see blood displayed everywhere on his screen. I immediately click the exit button on the Google Chrome tab and call it a night. To this day, I'm still skeptical about what I saw that night. I haven't reported anything to the police, nor have I reported anything to Omegle. I'm not sure if that was the wisest decision, but I hope I never encounter anyone like...
Never, bro. Jump scared, bro.